Hello, everyone. Guess who is here? God knows how long. It's been almost a year because obviously this is the second episode of this podcast this year. And I have a lot of apologies to make. Trust me, it's been a wild year for a lot of us. But yeah, there's a reason why there was a pause. And, I was just trying to fine-tune things, find more inspiration, and just come back with a better version of my life, my identity podcast with Chamaka Nancy. And honestly, I'm glad that I'm doing this again today. Today is a special day, and I have very important concern and some emotional talk to do right now because this is a very emotional one for me, trust me. So I'm happy to be here. How are you doing? How have you been? Trust me, I would like to know. Just gist me, I beg. There's a lot of gist going on, and as a Nigerian, trust me, you have a lot to share. You have a lot to share. So guess what, I am not alone in the studio today. I have a brother with me, and he's going to introduce himself shortly. But before then, let me give you an hint of why we're here today and why I decided to record today. Is because of the recent injustice that just happened in Nigeria. A few months ago, there was, I think in August, there was End Bad Governance protest in Nigeria. And why did people come up with that? It was because the current government seems not to care about the food scarcity and food insecurity, seems not to care about the people. Since the beginning of this current government, things have been going AY, like back-to-back increment in every foodstuff, in transportation. Average people no longer, I don't know how average people now want to survive. So this is it. And honestly, during that protest, some teenagers were arrested, and I didn't know. No, many of us didn't know actually until it just went on the news a few days ago that the God of Israel, please, Shamshuddin, I beg. Sorry, yes, let him introduce himself right now.
My name is Shamsuddin Jibu, founder Ment Minds, where an initiative where we support young people on mentorship like a pre-digital coaching, and supporting them with essential skills like the advocacy on how to advocate for God, also public speaking, governance and leadership, as well as the global issue that is climate change as well. Also the co-founder Boa Robotics Limited, a company that focuses on drone technology, robotics and automation, that we are bringing solutions by using drones in agriculture, which we believe agriculture now is the new oil. Thank you for having me.
And honestly, you can see that this guy's profile is long. This my brother's profile is so long. Please, Shamshuddin, please, where are you from? Tell us.
I am from Kaduna State.
Okay, good. So he is my Kaduna brother. He's my Kaduna brother, and I am super excited to have him here, honestly. So, quick one, Shamshuddin. How did you become a tech guru, and what inspired you to, embark on this Ment Mind Foundation?
Thank you for the question. Since from young age, I have passion for creativity and technological innovation, and what they said that just keep going, don't give up. I just started with cartoon on how to maybe like seeing planes on the sky, like how am I going to make it. But what inspired me is he's my pal, that is my friend, said to me that I cannot make something that can fly up. I say okay, I will make it. But I just keep praying hard and just keep pushing, and with the help of Almighty Allah and support of my dad, also my mentor, who also doubled as a dad, Pankamake Junior. Thank you so much, sir, for all your support, and other mentors that have been supporting me. And whatever he used to tell me, that Shams, when you are building any innovation or creativity that you are building that is not supporting your community, it doesn't worth it. That means that your innovation that you are doing, it can be converted to maybe like supporting either like some sectors like agriculture, security, and logistics. That is now we are embarking on using drones to support farmers. Like my dad is a farmer. I go up as a farmer's son. I saw how difficult on how did my the laborers that they are working for my dad, that like they find it difficulty on how they use the that tank on their back, which there's a back pain, and also the kind of the chemical they're inhaling is very carcinogenic.
Exactly.
It's very hazardous and toxic. So we need to come up with the solutions that is going to support these farmers, and with that we protect them from inhaling that chemical that can lead them to maybe like inhale that can lead them like to health hazard to chronic illness like the cancer, respiratory problems. According to the WHO, like over 40% of pesticide applicators are infected with this disease, that is cancer and others. So we need to protect that, and if one tragedy hit one individual person, it will not hit only him, it will hit the entire family, and if it hit the entire family, it will hit the entire community.
Exactly.
That is why we embark on this journey. And for Ment Minds, oh my God, Ment Minds is always on my mind, because for Ment, it's mentorship. The Minds is we are supporting young minds. We are doing a pre-digital mentorship and digital coaching. If you look at how, especially the northerners like us, like we are liking mentorship. Like if you look southern, they used to groom,
grooming young ones to be better.
Yeah, even this mentorship is for everyone, the northerners and the southerners. All in one. We have people
as one Nigeria we are.
Yeah, I have some from Lagos, I have some from Anambra, I have some from Oyo, I have many of them. Yeah, and others from Kano, Kaduna, that is from my state. And we need to support them, and now we are over 100 plus, and we are trying to see how we can reach 1 million in Africa, inshallah.
I am super excited to hear this. Trust me, like I said, this guy's profile is long. He's my brother from Kaduna, and I'm super, super proud of him. He has represented Nigeria in so many capacity as a tech guru, especially in the agricultural sector, as he explained, to help farmers, avoid health hazard, and also to help them farm commercially to battle this food insecurity going on in this country. God, we don't know how long we can continue like this, honestly. Basic food stuff are so expensive, and we need all the help we can get to battle that, and for some certain stability to come to this country. So I'm really happy to have him. First of all, I missed out. First of all, I'd like to know how you've been doing. Did you miss me? Because I did. Honestly speaking, I did miss you. I don't know if you believe me or not, but I do. And I'm super excited I'm doing this again. And hopefully this is going to be more consistent. That is my prayer. And that is my honest goal now. Hopefully. So yeah, all my friends from US, Australia, Africa, my number one fans are Nigerians. So hey, everybody. I'm good that we're here, and trust me, as a Nigerian, we have a lot to share. So I'll be happy if you can give a feedback, tell me what's up with you, what you've been doing, the new things that have happened, your expectations, were you able to meet them? Did you get disappointed at some point? Which a lot of us are really, really disappointed in the situation going on in the country. But why are we here? We're here to encourage each other to, and keep hope alive that it's not gonna get worse than this. So I got really emotional 3 days ago when I heard about the news about the 73 teenagers that were arraigned in court here in Abuja, and 4 of them collapsed. And then the stories just broke out like that, saying that this teen were kept in court for 90 days. And God Almighty, who does that? And I'm hearing that it's them versus the federal government. I was like, how can this 73 teen be facing federal government persecution? How? Like, how on earth? All in the name of they were flying international foreign flags in the country during the protest. God, why did they even come out for this protest in the first place? Jesus, these young people were hungry. Everything, the economic collapse in this country is affecting every of them. In short, mostly importantly, affecting them. They are not in school. They don't have food to eat. Their parents, I don't even know how they are surviving. So they had to come up and join the protest in order to have their voice heard. And then at the end of the day, they got arrested and detained. And we're speaking that, and it's a language. And we are talking about that in the news, and it's a thing now. Now, the question I'd like to ask is, why on earth would the federal government even do this in the first place? You did not see Boko Harams. You did not see all the people, or the gunmen, all the killings, the real criminals that have been terrorizing Nigeria for years. You did not see them to arraign them, to put them in jail. It's young people who can't even fight for themselves. First of all, this is injustice. The children you're supposed to protect, Child Right Act, none of them. And the police have the mind to come and be telling us, Kini, they are more than 7 years, so they are big men, or they are married, or they are graduates. If it's your children, let's say one of you police guys or one of you lawyers who were in court, if those kids were your children, what would you have done? I need you also to answer this question for me, because this is just so annoyingly, God, I don't know how to express the disappointment in this whole story right now. Why should we even be talking about it in the first place? The federal government conceived it to shit. Anyways, this is me right now, and this is the reason why I decided to come here. And I am super happy that I'm glad that Nigerians are speaking up. The video went viral and people got to know what went wrong, and I'm happy that few persons are making efforts to see that these children, go home to their parents. And one thing I would like to add again is that these children don't just need to go back home. They've been traumatized. Imagine God, I saw some of these videos. Their ribs are all visible. I don't think they've been fed well. And because it's Nigeria, nobody give a shit. I'm sorry to use that word. Nobody cares. Right now, I'm glad that some people are coming up to speak and some people are visiting those kids. Please, let this, I don't want this to happen. This shouldn't even be a case at all. Please, Shamsuddin, what is it like in the north? Because I heard that these children were brought from Kaduna and one other northern state. The IG of police was just ranting. I feel he's ranting. He's not making sense. And honestly speaking, I don't know if those men actually have a brain that is functioning. When it has to do with cases like this, they seem to lose their humanity. Please, can you throw more light on what life is like? I've not visited any northern state, and I know it's a place I would like to visit soon, happily. As somebody who is interested in oneness in this country, I'd like to have an experience what it means to be a northerner, a southerner, a westerner, and all round. Please, just throw more light.
Okay, thank you so much for the question. Northern state is a place that they are kind people, even though maybe some may be bad, but actually they are 80% to 90%, or say 100% kindness. But there may be some that they may be some may be kind and some may not be. But because if you are in the northern state like Kaduna and other northern state, Kano, the hospitality and the solidarity will be excellent one.
Let me bust your bubble a little bit here, because I've heard a lot about the northerners, and so far so good. My experience with some of them is being 100% amazing. Somebody will tell me that a northerner will care for a foreigner, will care for you more than even your immediate brother. Northerners are so kind. They are willing to help. There's a lot of, they don't attach material, they're not so materialistic in a way where material things will prevent them from doing the right thing or actually protecting somebody. But it seems like there's a lot of a lot of children who are not well informed, who don't want, there's no opportunity for them to be educated so that they could be better. Seems there's a lot of, in quotes, I used to hear about Amajiri, right? So the first thing that comes to mind when you hear Amajiri is poor children, all over nothing. But somebody actually recently told me that doesn't mean Amajiri means poor. You understand? So go ahead.
Okay, for that, yeah, Al-Majri, it calls Al-Majri, some that maybe they used to go to maybe Arabic school to study Arabic, about Quran and other Islamic books. Actually, especially in my state, yeah, we have some, but during El Faiz regime, he wanted to, there's Edu marshals where they used to catch all these kind of Al-Majris to take them to school or take them back to their edifice, that is their home. We are having an issue, but even though now it's not that kind before, of out of school children. That's how we have them. But I see now the government are trying to see how they can cope that. But actually, that education is the legacy. Education is the backbone of life. Education is the asset way, and nobody can take it away. What happened recently, is something that even me, I feel disheartened. And I know, the children, maybe they want to study, but some maybe they don't have an access to school, or maybe if you go to some places, you see there's a lot of issues of you see a earlier school without, oh my God, without
the insecurity, the children are not safe even when they're in school. Remember the Chibok girls when it happened? It was not, they were in school and they were all taken away.
Yeah, and sometimes, let me tell you, sometimes from the parent, I imagine, even me, every day, I used to imagine, you see a small boy, how many years, 6 or 5 or 7, you just see him on a street. He doesn't have a shoe, he doesn't have anything. He want to go and he's pleading for food. And you, as a parent, you're just sending your child to school and without access to maybe to food, but some are saying maybe it's from the teacher or something like that. But the parent need to maybe even if it's going to be like that, maybe to be maybe sent food be available, for them to go to house by house pleading for food, and also maybe access to shelter and access to maybe where they live, and from there, so they will study and they will understand.
And honestly, this is a basic needs. They're just basic needs: food, shelter, clothes. These are basic needs, but it seems like it's still difficult even in the 21st century.
It's difficult, but we hope not only the government cannot do everything, but even us the community, private sectors can chip into this. My mentor Huda said that, who used to support people. I doesn't have someone that I would call apart from my dad and family. He's a dad to me. The way he's supporting young people in education, not only me. There's a lot of people that have been supporting. We need people like him, even though there
are many of them, but we need more.
We need more of them. That is Pankameke Jr. And he's a leader. He's a leader for excellence, a leader who cares for humanity, a leader that whenever he saw an incident that happened, especially for children, oh my God, he always get away. Shams, what happened? See this kind of thing. Even this one that happened, you see how he got, how can
he tweeted about it, he lended his voice, and many others. And I'm glad that those public concern, they have been attended to.
Yeah, I see even the IG has talked about, even the president, isn't it? But we need more.
We need them to be fast with this case. Yeah. It's not like we want to investigate. There's nothing to investigate, please. For me, these children should just go home.
They should just go home.
They should just go home. In short, if I am the federal government and the whole nation have been against me, talking ill, you're not doing well since you entered office. If I am the federal government, especially the president, if I am the president, first of all, maybe these 73 children, I will start with them to show Nigerians that I care. Humanity leadership is not about just being somewhere there and then you're leading people that are other side. I feel leadership involves taking responsibility. And full responsibility, not just parts of the responsibility. Your IG of police, the Attorney General of the Attorney General, and so many other agencies who protect children, children rights, as well as human rights. They need to come up and just let these kids go, because honestly, there's no even need for them to be taken to court in the first place.
So let me tell you, if you look at the Child Right Act, it is a federal law that requires domesticating in states, and also if you look at, they say that child to be subjected to only child justice system and processes. That means there are some processes that it can be done without this kind of
exactly.
Yeah, no child shall be subjected to the criminal justice process or to criminal sections, and also, but a child alleged to have committed an act which will constitute a criminal offense, if an adult shall be subject only to the child justice and process set out in this act. That means also there's a protection of privacy if this student has makes maybe like they make an act.
They've committed anything.
Committed. Even though I had that some this one guy that did he did a video. What's his name? This one another this thing another. He said that he asked them about how did the police or what is it called catch them. He said that his mom just sent him mama ta ake ni kawai ya an kama shi, and someone will be like she kuma he just at home, then they just come and catch up. See, yeah, this is what he said. For me, I don't know, but like these children need,
because I'm wondering whether these kids were just in one place and they were just arranged like that.
Let me tell you the protection of privacy. The right of the child to privacy specified in Section 8 of this Act shall be respected at all stages of child justice administration in order to avoid harm being caused to the child by undue publicity or by the process of leveling. Accordingly, no information that may lead to the identification of a child offender shall be published. Also, record of a child offender shall be kept strictly confidential and closed to third parties, and made accessible only to persons directly concerned with the disposition of the case at hand or other duly authorized persons. Also, not be used in adult proceedings subsequent cases involving the same child offender. That means with this, there's so many laws in this act.
Exactly. And the law enforcement agency, example the police, and the judiciary system in Nigeria totally disregarded this right, because they seems not to even obey one of the laws, one of the rights. So I'm now asking, how did we get here? Is this the kind of country we want to live in, where kids are not even respected, are not even cared for, are not even protected? How did we get here? How did we get so inhuman like this? First of all, the human instinct is to protect, especially the minors, the women, the vulnerable, irrespective of whatever you think they've done. First of all, protect them. Then, if there's something else you need to bring them to justice, then we'll not take it from there.
But I saw one video, you see the lawyer, or I know, he's saying that their marriage and
I saw that myself, and I was that's part of the reason why I was like, God of Israel, what a country, Nigerians are incredible indeed.
These students, they are malnourished. They are like and I love that lawyer. Is he doing what's his name?
I don't even want to know.
Okay, the lawyer that he's protecting the children.
Okay.
That this student are kwashoko or something like that.
They've not been exactly.
They are pleading for. Do you see that that cartoon for Bulama? There's one cartoon that what he said. The cartoon is just saying that what did you do? Mm-hmm. Okay, this is the cartoon. He said, you are accused of protesting against hunger. How do you plead? I plead hungry, Your Honor. you see what they do, or maybe they raise the flag or something like that. The country is in a difficult situation. God. People are finding difficulty on how to even eat, how to do this and that. And let me remind you, I think we need to remind the judge on what the Nigerian 99 Constitution, or the people that are in the case as well. It stated that the Nigerian Constitution guaranteed the right to do a peaceful protest and assembly under Section 40, which stated that every person is entitled to assemble freely and associate with others. Without violence. This means that protesters shall not be arrested simply for exercising their right to free speech and assembly.
As well as press.
But without violence.
But you see, okay. This is, Nigerians, if let's say Nigeria, our default mode is to do the opposite of the law, actually, or opposite of the constitution that that is guiding us as a nation. It is impossible, because I cannot believe that, because honestly, on the very first day of the protest, I had wanted to go out myself, because the honest truth is that the hunger was too much. The price of foodstuff is excessively expensive. And then Nigerians wants to get the attention of the federal government. Oh, look, we are hungry. What do we do? Please, let's protest. And the protest turned violence. Not because the protesters turned it violence, but because the Nigerian, the law enforcement guys, the police, even funny enough, before the protest, I learned that the armies, the army and the Air Force, there were armored tanks around. And I was like, if truly, I didn't know that Nigeria can prepare like this, the armies and the Air Force can prepare like this, just for common protesters. It was heartbreaking that you could not fight against insurgents, against terrorists like this, but you're fighting against your vulnerable citizens who are just coming out with written cardboard, with just shouting, please, can you make things better for us? Hunger is killing us. And you're using law enforcement to, why? First of all, you're guilty. In short, if it's in a country where things are really functional, first of all, it's the federal government that's supposed to be in that court. For not acknowledging its citizens, for even fighting and arresting its citizens who are on peaceful protests. First of all, it's supposed to be Nigerian citizens versus federal government. But now, the reverse is the case. Nigerian federal government versus the minors of children who are less than 20 years. And somebody had the right to come on national television and be telling me that some of them are married. So your child that is less than 20 years is married. Whatever your name is, lawyer. Your child your daughter, your son don't marry. And looking like that. Looking malnourished. Had nothing to eat. Don't even know what tomorrow holds for him or her. And you have the right. It's an embarrassment.
But I saw the newly honorable minister. I just saw her tweet this morning on my account.
Minister for Women Affairs.
Yes,
I heard that she visited.
There, she give them food. She talked to them. I that one is good.
That's
I think
encouraging. And that's why I said
the government will do the needful, but that kind of investigation and so much more. These people need to go home. Like they are mothers.
Full stop. I have nothing to say again, honestly, because this is my solution right now. Whether you agree with me or not, I don't care. These kids just need to go home, and not just go home. They need to take care of them, send them to hospital, and be sure that they've not contacted any disease in those cells.
They spend how many?
90 days in cells.
That means 3 months.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. And that's why some of them are looking like that, because maybe they feed them every 3 days. And the food is not balanced diet.
There's this guy, I forgot he did well. His name, I forgot his name, but he's doing well. Like I see he went to the custody, talking to them. They're saying they didn't eat and something like, oh my God.
Yes.
These children need to go back.
You don't need any prophets to tell you that these children are hungry or they've not been fed. It is written all over their body. And somebody hold on, somebody had the right, or our IG of police had the right to come out in national television and saying that it was drama, that they scripted it.
I saw that. I see the tweet as well. One of my Aisha man posted it on
that
her.
It was a scripted drama. Wow. That those kids fainted.
Drama?
Oh, wow, that is seriously inhuman statement to me. I can see the state of mind of these guys. Like, it is obvious that I'm trying to see, honestly, you see, if it's abroad, they'll tell you, this person needs psycho. So, this person needs therapy. Right. The Nigerian law enforcement guys, all of you need therapy. Serious one. Same as the Justice Department. All of you need therapy. What kind of... this is not even, like I said earlier, this is not even a matter that's supposed to even happen in the first place. This thing is not meant to happen. But because it's Nigeria, it's happening. And people are talking about it, back and forth conversation. And we're having it. And we're happy we're having it.
I see someone commented on one post, said that these people, if they are more than maybe 427, they should get their PVC.
Oh my God. But see, this is not funny. We are laughing about it because some part of it is funny, but honestly, I'm laughing and tears is rolling down my eyes. Like, if you're here watching me, you could see that it's not a good laughter for me. It's funny, but it's not. This is serious. And I am, like I said, I was heartbroken even hearing it. And this is why I've come here, so I can just vent in a way, Maybe it's going to make me feel better. But what is making me feel better more right now is that I'm glad that the public eye is on it. It's on this case, and I'm happy that top politicians, top agencies, top people who philanthropists and humanitarian agencies are, doing something about it, like the Ministry of Women Affairs and then. But see, I don't want it to just end like regular come and go kind of thing in Nigeria, because we are very good at being being the highlight of the news, and the main problem just lie underneath and not solved. We just get a media publicity and it ends there. Nobody now knows what happens to those kids. I like this not to be the same case, because I'll be happy to see that there's a follow-up on these kids for them to just find something better doing with their life, and for them to also believe in this country. Why do you think, okay, let's just diverse a little bit. The psychological effect on these kids, this experience alone could damage a lot of things in their hearts, in their mind. This alone has the capacity to make them harden. They were like, I don't care what Nigeria, I don't care again. If Nigeria could do this to me, then I don't care about Nigeria. And they go on the street, they become hardened, they become terrorists, they become nuisance to the community, especially their immediate community. Yeah. These are the risks we are taking by doing all this. These are the risks. Humans are emotional. And people get hurt. Children get hurt.
Yeah.
And we act out of emotion every now and then. How are we planning to make Nigeria better by inflicting pain, traumatizing kids who are the future of this country? People become who they are. People become gradually what they experience like.
Yeah.
It takes the grace of God, honestly. It takes the grace of God that a child will go through this trauma and come out being still inspired and filled with hope for this country. Because Nigeria have just failed these kids.
God, it's bad.
Like, this is no longer, like I said, I'm digressing a little bit into the psychological and emotional part of this whole matter. Nigeria just failed these kids. And tomorrow, if they choose not to represent this country, if they choose to be a nuisance, if they choose to keep causing problem, you will not blame them, because you reap what you sow. Nigeria is telling them, I don't care about you. Nigeria is telling them, I don't care about your rights. I don't care whether you go to school. I don't care if you're hungry or not. I don't care whether you become somebody in the future. And I don't even care if you become part of the decision makers in this country. It's telling them that you don't matter. And it's high time we change the narrative. Like I said, all these law enforcement guys, police, army, Kini, I know there are incredible people there who wants to really make change. But the bad egg seems to be, be more prominent than the good ones, with all due respect, I don't mean to disrespect anybody, but the honest truth is that things have to be said and the truth have to be said.
Yeah.
Nigeria, this is not a good one. Not for local, not for us as a Nigerians. Talk more of Nigerians internationally. Nigeria are one of the best people in the world. I can say that with my full chest. Yeah. But it seems like every now and then we dey fall our hand. Not because we want to, but because of some bad kidney, people who are not thinking straight, people who are obsessed with power, people who don't care about leadership, who don't care about humanity, people who don't care about if you eat or not. Whether you even wake up, whether you're breathing, they don't give a shit. But honestly, this has to stop. Honestly, it has to. Please, Shamsuddin, what encouraging word will you say to these 73 children out there? The 4 of them who are in the hospital, any news yet? I don't know if they are feeling better. Any news yet? But honestly speaking, what can you tell? If these kids are listening to you, what can you tell them?
Okay, for me, I'll tell them that they should take this as sometimes something can happen to you, that Allah has made it is going to happen to you, and just take it as a challenge, and don't give up, and don't say maybe I want to become something because this is what the country did for me, or because I plug off, or because I did something and they take me to custody for over getting to 93 days, 3 months without having access to healthcare, without access to having good food and so much more. I want to be this kind of bad people, which is bad. Don't give up, just keep pushing, and also go back to school. I saw that there's one scholar, Madam Makari, wanted to take the education to sponsor them for all their school, for scholarship, and with that you go back to school and you will be an intelligent person. This is a is it an experience? It will make you to be more wiser. I know that in that custody you see a lot, and from there your eyes will open, and now the world, you need to open your eyes and just exercise patience and don't do anything bad. If you come back, go and meet your mom and dad, ask for their destiny, and inshallah don't ever participate in this kind of nation protest. But if it is a non-violence, don't partake on. But if it's a peaceful one, partake and do a needful one, and ensure that you did the right thing. Don't let anyone tell you to do something that will lead you to maybe go back to somewhere that it's not supposed to. You should not supposed to be. Just keep pushing and never give up, and exercise patience, and don't feel that this will happen, that Nigeria is not. I will not. I don't want to be maybe like a future leader, or maybe let me tell you one thing. Pin this. There will be a president in this.
Among them.
Yeah.
I know.
Or minister, or even the governor of some state, like in Kaduna or in Kano. Me, if like I'm a big part, I will just go straight to the point. Let's go back home.
Thank you so much, Shamshadeen. It's really good to have you here, and your perspective really, you know, brought light to this topic and to this case. Not really a topic. To this really is a case. So honestly, just like Shamshadeen said, don't give up. I'm happy that yeah, irrespective of what Nigeria have done to you, the disappointment, not protecting you, not protecting your rights as a child, not caring about you, not even listening to you or to hear what you have to say. You could also see that there's other Nigerians who really care, who are there to protect you, who just is amazed that this is even happening in the first place, and heartbroken, and they're willing to do everything within their power to see that you are well taken care of. So if you're listening to me, you all team, there's 73 of you and those in the hospital, I wish you well. I hope that all the help that is coming to you, you are able to respond appropriately. And I believe in you. I believe in the young teens of this country, because you are the future of this country. And I really feel sorry, and I'm apologizing on behalf of the federal government from me to you, that I'm so sorry that this even happened to you. But trust me, if you believe in God, this is like a stepping stone for you to be a successful Nigerian. And I pray that the Lord keep you and always protect you. Let all the help that is coming to you be divine and be encouraged. Any heartbrokenness in you, any emotional trauma, I pray that it's healed, that the Lord heals you and comfort you and your family and make you a better citizen of this country. From me to you, much love. Remember, I am Chiamaka Nancy, and this is my Life, My Identity podcast. And like I said earlier, this is a place where I vent and share a lot of things. So hopefully I'm consistent with this. This is the second episode, and then catch you. Happy listening. Bye.